Like, and it's on everyone's social media, like the high Barbie trends. I don't know, I feel like the
I'm
market...
using it too.
Did you? I haven't seen it yet.
TikToks.
So, I don't I don't follow you on TikTok as of yet. I'm not a TikTok person, I'm trying to get into it. But my thing is like, the marketing team did a great job. A great job.
Amazing. There's so many good Barbie collaborations.
Yeah.
And I feel like my generation, we needed that. Like,
I feel like that's one thing. And then the other side to it is the social hype just elevated it to another level because there's a high Barbie trend. People are just wearing pink outfits and giving like different scenarios to wear it to. Like everything you see revolves around Barbie. And
or getting a pink car. You
know?
Exactly.
Imagine having a pink bedazzled car in honor of Barbie.
Oh my god. Barbie for the Barbs.
But yeah, I think if I had the chance, I'd see them back to back. I'll start with Oppenheimer because it seems a bit more depressing.
Okay.
Just so that I can go to Barbie after and have that sense of relief.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
so are you going to wait to watch both of them until it gets released?
I know of a few people that watched it online already. So Barbie is online,
Okay.
But it's through...
It's online, guys.
Yeah, not such credible websites. Enter at your own behest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd just rather wait to see the full HD version.
Yeah.
And watch Oppenheimer on the same day. Oppenheimer, then Barbie.
Get the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. But start off with the deep, depressing one, and then the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm hearing that Barbie has this not depressing, but very deep side. So it might just be deep and deep.
That's the other side. So a lot of people they expected a light, fun movie, which it is, but then it tackles all of these things. Not that I know of all of them, but just from what I've heard and just through the TikToks that people are sending to each other. So I don't know, I think they did a great job. I obviously don't know as of yet. We have to wait until September.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed.
Barbie.
So going on to our first story. This has riled up international headlines.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So an American influencer makes international headlines for getting detained in Dubai. So Tierra Young Allen, a social media influencer from Houston, has found herself in the midst of a legal ordeal in Dubai and has garnered international attention. Allen's passport has been confiscated and she is currently detained in Dubai. The incident allegedly unfolded when Allen was involved in a car accident while riding as a passenger in her friend's rental car in Dubai. In an attempt to retrieve her passport and belongings, which were left in the rental vehicle, Allen encountered difficulties at the rental car company.
So, the Dubai Police General Command firmly denies allegations made in some stories circulating in the media that an American woman was arrested merely for yelling in public. The reports present a completely distorted picture of the case. Dubai Police received a complaint from the car rental office, accusing her of slandering and defaming an employee amidst a dispute over car rental fees. The individual was questioned as per legal procedures and subsequently released pending the resolution of ongoing legal proceedings between her and the car rental office.
Insane, right? Like, we see a lot of people... My thing is that I've seen it all over the world, all different publications, and everyone has something to say, not always so positive. But Allen's parents have reached out to the American consulate in Dubai, as well as the US and the UAE embassies, seeking assistance in her case. They are currently awaiting a response. Allen has obtained legal representation in Dubai, and she has been informed that she could potentially face jail time due to the existence of the surveillance footage captured in the incident. What are your initial thoughts on this?
Well, I always think nobody will be arrested just for yelling in public, right? It's got to be deeper than that. So until you know the whole entire story, you can't just believe what you read online.
100%. And at present, the case is ongoing, and further updates will be provided as new information emerges.
According to the UAE federal penalties law, publicly engaging in an indecent act can lead to a hefty fine ranging from 1,000 dirhams to 50,000 dirhams. Swearing in public is an absolute no-go, with the use of the infamous words considered a crime under the UAE Penal Code's Article 373. Such language is viewed as a disgrace to an individual's honor and modesty. If caught swearing, one could face up to a year behind bars and a wallet-crunching fine of up to 1,000 dirhams.
I think wallet crunching is the right word. So
Yeah.
when I first saw the story, it was just like in bits, right? And my initial reaction was, you obviously did something you're not supposed to in Dubai.
Yeah.
Everyone's under the, by everyone I mean everyone internationally is under the assumption that it's just for yelling in public. But due to the surveillance footage and everything that they've captured, obviously there's more to it.
Yeah.
And slander and defamation is something that you can get fined for and prison time anywhere in the world. It's not just in Dubai. And as you said, it just comes down to like people's morals and common decency. People take it for granted that they come to Dubai, it's this luxe place on steroids, you can do whatever you want. Like you have things here that you can't find anywhere else.
100%.
And you kind of like ride off that high and do what you want to do. And then at some cases, obviously you still have to be respectful to the culture that you're in. Like you do this anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are under the false assumption that it's purely for yelling, which
of course not. It will never just be for yelling. And I think it's really good that these laws are in place to ensure like people are nice to each other, to ensure a better environment. I mean, you always feel very protected walking around knowing that, you know, no one can really do anything because there will be punishments and, you know, it won't be tolerated at the end of the day.
I remember a while ago when Simran and Casey were doing the show, one of the stories was that Dubai is the safest place for a woman to walk at night.
Yeah.
And there's just all of these things that you don't hear of outside of Dubai.
Yep.
At the same time, this didn't happen to her because she's a woman. It happened because she was a person who reacted a certain way in public. It has nothing to do with the gender or the sex or where the person comes from. It fully comes down to respecting each other as human beings.
I feel like the law takes in consideration like individuals. It's not based on anything. It's not about nationality. It's not about you know where you're from. And just like you said, that's what makes this place so safe and you know so good to live in. That's
a lot of comments and tweets that we saw are in support of what has happened. Not obviously we want the best for her. Like this is also a learning curve for the next time she comes back here, or for anyone that does come here and think that they have leeway to do whatever they want. One person tweeted, her name is Belladonna, Dubai is for me extremely safe and polite. Honestly, some Americans make the rest of make some of us not look the best. And it's not necessarily Americans, it's everyone. Someone else said, this person is called Anomaly, Dubai don't play. That's why it's clean, safe, and has little theft.
Yeah. Period.
Period poo. And it really does come down to the laws at the end of the day. And the narrative, I think people are seeing more of, like the actual narrative play out as it actually is. It wasn't because she was yelling at some random person. It was because of the slander and defamation and causing a scene almost. And
it's great that they're cracking down on that. I really do believe that.
Like the Dubai police are so on it with every single minute detail.
Yeah, it's just a reminder to be like, you know, be careful with your words. You might offend someone and you might end up with a wallet crunching fine.
Wallet crunching
fine.
Honestly, no one wants that. No one wants that.
Imagine.
But yeah, like again, comes down to just general decency. It's not about being a decent person in public, but it literally comes down to morals.
Yeah.
Like being a decent person and
just be a better person.
Just be a better person.
Just have love in your heart.
Love and live.
Yeah. What's with the hate? Love.
Right?
Love. Dubai is the city of love. Love everyone.
Love everyone.
Love everyone.
So moving on to our next story.
A UK newspaper reported about the UAE in 1977. So on Tuesday, the 21st of June in 1977, Britain's age-old newspaper, The Times, published a special report on the UAE. It had only been 5.5 years since the country had joined together to form the United Arab Emirates. The main headline of the news highlighted the re-election of the late His Highness Sheikh Zayed Al Nahyan, Allah yarhamah, the then ruler of Abu Dhabi, as president of the UAE, and they spoke about it bringing a new normality to the country.
So the photos of the all broadsheet featured headlines at the top, followed by an advertisement on the front page, much like how the UAE newspapers look even today. The report featured ads of the National Bank of Dubai, LTD, the Bank of Nova Scotia, and Intercontinental Hotel Dubai. Other headlines included the British Empire crackdown on privacy, in the region, followed by announcements of the continued collaboration of construction, Al Futtaim and Wimpy. The Al Futtaim group is huge now, so it's definitely interesting to see how the name was talked about by the British newspaper back in the 70s.
Yeah, it's insane. If you have a quick look at the headlines, you won't be surprised to find that the achievement streak of the UAE started in its early days. It's really interesting to note that even 46 years ago, the UAE was already focused on the advancement of its infrastructure as much as it is today. So it's no wonder that the country has progressed so much in the last 5 decades. The rare photographs of the newspaper were shared by Dubai History on Instagram, and Dubai residents commented really positively about the relationship between the UK and the UAE.
Which, by the way, is a good Instagram account to follow. I like these very niche Instagram accounts. There's another one like Khalij Archives or something.
Wow.
Yeah. But in that sentiment, let's talk about what you predict for the next 50 years.
That's a crazy question because how much has the UAE achieved already?
It's insane. It's insane just hearing about Al Futtaim and all of these small situations. Like you said, it was formed less than 10 years ago at that point, and for us to advance as much as we have.
Yeah, it was only 5 years. Can you imagine?
Yeah, exactly.
And they were already reporting about it. I think they knew like something massive was gonna come.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I'm expecting flying cars.
I'm expecting flying cars.
Yeah, I've been waiting for flying cars since I was a bloody kid.
Yeah, literally. When you're a kid, you would have thought at this point there are flying cars. They aren't. They aren't. But they have all of these testers.
Okay.
We did stories on them.
I'll get on a tester.
No, like I would as well. Like we've also seen I don't remember which conference or which event in the last year. The trials. Yeah. It was. I don't want to say it's a helicopter, but it's literally a flying vehicle.
I'll go in it.
I would too.
I would.
And in 50 years, they'll definitely be all around.
Yeah.
We've seen robot delivery drivers. I mean, at that point, like these robot delivery drivers will talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just going to be some little machine box situation. It's going to be a full-on humanoid.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be like much more, like more robots, more like AI, more technology. I do believe that. What do you think about the ring? Is that confirmed? Remember?
I mean, it was announced. I feel like
that true?
that is one of the most futuristic things we can see. That, the Museum of the Future.
Yeah.
That whole, there's this moon building, hotel, resort thing that's gonna come to life very soon.
Like it's insane. I feel like we can't even imagine what will happen in the next 50 years. It will be, you know, that crazy. Like our brains are not.
Like we can't comprehend.
Yeah, we can't.
With Dubai's pace at doing stuff, we cannot comprehend.
We can't. We're just like, imagine the team of people thinking like, how can we make Dubai better? How can we, what's the next step?
Literally, that's the thing. Who comes up with the next steps? Who's this?
We should think of some ideas and pitch them.
Like, I imagine there should be like a Dexter's Laboratory office where it's just like the top scientists in the world all brought to Dubai and they're like, okay, what's next? What's next?
How can we make people happier?
Yeah.
What can we do? What do you need?
I think we'll start living underwater as well.
Oh, no. Count me out.
Oh, okay.
Logging out.
You'd rather be in the air than underwater.
100%.
I mean, after recent events, you're not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the air. I'd rather be in those tester helicopters flying around Burj Khalifa, waving like this.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but we're on live television. I'm going to hold myself. And we can move to the next story.
Okay. So, a Dubai resident was crowned Mrs. Earth 2023. Mabruk to Mrs. Earth 2023. She's a Dubai resident who won a beauty pageant that focuses on the environment. 36-year-old Debanjali Kamstra was the first ever candidate to represent the UAE in the Mrs. Earth Global pageant, after coming second in Mrs. UAE World 2021. The mother of two, who has lived in the city for 15 years, beat 45 women from around the world.
So the platform aims to nurture and empower young women to become ambassadors for environmental protection and sustainable development. As this is the year of sustainability as well, it is a big thing for us here in the UAE. She will soon begin her earthly duties, which include championing sustainability and the environment, as well as doing charity work. Although she posted that she isn't revealing her future plans as of yet, she is confident that the platform is one that the UAE is going to be proud of.
Yep. Deben Jali is of Indian origin and lived in South Africa before settling in Dubai with her family. This was really cute. Her husband took to social media to share his support and posted, "There is nothing more rewarding than seeing you succeed and achieving the ultimate results from all of your hard work." She says that it's something that she's always dreamed of.
Aww,
Oh, it's really cute.
He's a keeper.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really
really
sweet.
cute, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously you go through all of these stages to qualify. B, it's like a whole other thing to win a pageant. Like
100%.
the amount of planning, preparation, thought, emotion, like
Practice.
Exactly.
How do you walk? How do you look? The
Exactly.
confidence. 100%.
And for such a great cause, by the way,
Yeah.
I was embarrassingly watching Riverdale
Okay,
yesterday,
okay.
as one does. Not the best show out there, but the whole episode revolved around like the schoolgirls
Beauty
entering.
pageants?
Yes, did you watch it?
No.
Oh, well.
I'm just finishing your sentences.
It's kind of a no-brainer considering the story.
And yeah, it was really cute. So she held the UAE flag, I think, as she won. There's
Yeah.
pictures that you can see. But it was really sweet. It's like, you know, you don't have to be a citizen of the country to represent the country. And I think that's really...
Yeah, you fall in love with Dubai in a way that you don't expect to fall in love with the location.
Yeah.
Back to the Riverdale story.
Okay.
So they placed books on their heads.
Okay.
That's how they balance themselves.
Okay.
That was it. There was no middle, beginning, or end. It's just insane
Should
the
we
level of
try?
detail.
I don't have a book.
No. If you drop that,
You can buy me a new one.
not really. I was like, I'm not taking anything here.
It's fine.
But yeah, like just for her to enter, very commendable, Mabruk. But
Yeah.
more importantly, it's the cause that's behind it. Like I can't wait for her to start her earthly duties.
Yeah, very
What do you think they
cute.
include?
Like an earth fairy, like
She's an earth fairy.
Earth fairy, like
An earth
let's
fairy.
make Dubai better. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
That's honestly super commendable. Like
Yeah.
it's not just any pageant. It's one that's based on a cause, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah, and it's cute. And I think there was somewhere where she actually said it's not just about beauty. It's inspiring these young people to care more about beauty.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like who cares about your looks? Do something for the environment. Do something for the community. And I think that's the most important part of it.
Finger snaps. Well said. Well said. Well said. We are gonna go on a very short break, and after that, we are joined by none other than DJ. Don't touch my hair herself. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Our guest today is the embodiment of talent and perseverance. She's a Jane of all trades, best known for being a DJ, photographer, and model. Welcome to the show, DJ. Don't touch my hair.
It's me. Hi.
It is I. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, pleasure's all ours.
We can see that you're a model. Come on.
Come on.
Mashallah.
This is my good angle. I hope they're focusing on this side.
Is that like a thing?
Give the camera
I don't
what
know
it
how to
wants.
wink. Also, I just did this. I was like,
It's okay if you position yourself well enough.
You just have to blink.
Yeah, you only have to blink.
you guys look good, so I have faith in the cameraman behind the scenes.
We were fighting over the side.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's a thing.
Yeah,
I think it's a thing. Like the side that you sleep on, you don't like it, right? Because
I sleep on my back. Do you sleep on your back? Do you sleep on your back?
Do you sleep like this?
Yes.
Like you're one of those really weird people.
Yes, like a pharaoh.
Me, I sleep like this. Like, it's just like limbs all over the place.
As you should, jellyfish situation. Okay, so before we get started, the name, DJ, don't touch my hair.
It's very self-explanatory, you know.
How did it come about?
It came about because people were just touching my hair.
Okay.
I mean, I think you understand. Having curly hair is very like intriguing to people, and they're like, "Ooh, like it's so nice." And I feel like they want to compliment, but they also don't know how to keep their hands to themselves.
So you literally have a disclaimer in your name.
It's a way of life. Don't touch my hair.
A social stand.
It's an African people thing. It's a curly hair people thing. It's a black people thing.
I'm gonna need the hair care routine. I think the viewers.
I got you.
Yeah.
Why, you got curly hair?
Well, not me, but I'm sure some of the viewers have curly hair. Shahir.
I got you.
Cantu, how do you feel about it?
No.
Oh, okay, well.
No. Cantu actually makes your hair fall out.
Okay, I'm glad this interview happened. I now know better. I put some together.
I used to use Cantu as well, but then when like there was this whole thing that happened with them being called out for people's hair falling out, and some of the ingredients in some of their hair care line was just really damaging. And I've seen people like use it continuously, and as soon as I told them to get off it, I've seen the progression of like how it's come back to life. So you're not lost in the sauce, but you can always recover. Like it's not too late.
I mean, the more you know.
The more you know.
What is it like having curly hair, guys? I should
it's really tough.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a battle for your life every day,
really?
Especially with this humidity. Like, I don't know how I'm here right now.
Does it take a lot of styling, a lot of work?
Yes.
How much time does it take?
Yeah, tell me.
Half my life I'm doing my hair.
How much time you got? A lot.
When it comes to complimenting someone with curly hair, what's the right way?
First of all, don't touch it. I mean, compliment me from over there. You
Easy as that.
Like, you don't have to come up in my space. You don't have to touch me, but just like say it's nice. Also, like people, I feel like they try to find the right words to describe like volume, and they're like, wow, it's so fluffy. Never say fluffy. Don't say fluffy, please. I'm not a poodle, okay? I'm not your pet. It's not okay.
Imagine if there was a language barrier, someone coming like with
there's always
very minimal magic.
I've experienced like, so many language barriers. People are like, wow, I like your hair when it's so wild and crazy.
Oh
I'm like,
God. How exotic. Exotic word that gets me.
I don't know how to feel about that actually, but thank you. I know the intentions were there, the execution was not, but we can move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your come up. You were a photographer initially, right? And then you got into modeling, and now you made all your dreams come true as being one of, if not the best DJ in the city of Dubai. Talk to us through the whole like journey.
Wow, the journey. Okay, so I started off as a fashion photographer. I think I picked up the hobby around 16 years old. And I never knew what I wanted to take photos of. As you know, when you're just discovering a new hobby, you start taking pictures of anything and everything. So I was taking pictures of really like things out of my style, like landscape, like abstract objects, potatoes. I swear to God, I have a, like if I find this. photo. I need it. It's part of my story. I would
part of
see
my come up.
like a stack of potatoes. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like I was just trying to
The
discover.
photographer eye. I think
know?
when Instagram first came out, guys, I posted a picture of an ice cream and like heavily filtered the ice cream. And I
We
just
were
thought it was
doing
so-
that. We were snapping
What?
filters on anything and like art. Hashtag photography. No. No.
I remember my brother posting Twister, KFC spicy fries. Until
Okay.
today, we make fun of him. I'm glad you didn't get that kind of reaction.
No, I didn't. So I was taking pictures of potatoes until I realized that I like taking pictures of people, which then moved on to me realizing I like fashion. So it wasn't just like portrait photography, it was also fashion photography. So then I kind of zeroed in on that and I got in touch with, at this time, there was barely any fashion bloggers. Like now I know there's so many, but back then, and I'm talking like 2012, 2013,
Okay,
in Dubai, there wasn't that many. There was just a few. So I reached out to the one that I knew of and I was like, hey, like, let me take your photos. I'm not going to charge you. I just want to like get myself out there. I did a great job. And then she started referring me to all her other friends.
Nice.
And then I started taking like all the fashion bloggers in Dubai. I was taking all their photos. And yeah, I made a name for myself. I used to be called November Us, which is Remember Us in November. That used to be my alias as a photographer, and now I'm DJ Don't Touch My Hair. So everyone's like, aren't you November Us? I'm like, yeah, I mean,
I'm both.
I'm both.
Yeah.
I am she, I am her.
I'm feeling the don't touch my hair though.
Right?
I love it.
I feel like it's my alter ego
Yeah.
also. So I get to
Trademark
have
it.
like different personalities in one human being, and I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, I ended up becoming like a recognized photographer, and then I got signed with Puma as a brand ambassador in 2017, and they sponsored my first photography exhibition. And they were like, hey, why don't you do something really cool? Why don't you DJ at your exhibition? We'll give you
love
DJ
this.
lessons.
We'll give you DJ lessons.
I love
What?
They said we'll give you DJ lessons. I was
sorry.
like, okay.
Wait, if I bust.
I'm here for big companies supporting people, like
Exactly.
supporting talent. Like
Honestly,
good job.
It was this
Shout out
creative agency that was doing the work for Puma. Shout out Jungle Beige, BJ. Honestly, they were like amazing. So yeah, they're like, we'll give you DJ lessons. So they hooked me up with some lessons. I learned how to DJ. I DJ'd at my exhibition. And then I never got booked as a photographer again.
Really?
Never. I got
Wow.
booked as a DJ. People forgot. It's like
Wow.
I created a whole other personality and people really like attached themselves to that. And yeah.
And
it
how did
became-
you feel about that? Did you want to be a DJ?
Yeah,
Or was
exactly.
it like, you know what, I'm here now, so I might as well continue?
I feel like I've always wanted to somehow insert myself in the music industry, but I didn't know where. So being a DJ is like, I feel like an entry
Yeah.
level
entry
type
level,
of thing.
cool.
So I felt like it made sense.
Yeah, nice.
So you were saying you're both November Us and DJ Don't Touch My
Yes.
Hair. Is being boxed or pigeonholed something that we see often in creatives? And if so, how do you break out of it?
Honestly, that's not one of my issues because I
Yeah.
feel like people are very accepting of all of the different things I want to do. I also just feel like I have a very supportive group of people around me, and like
Good.
even the people who follow me, they're amazing. Like they don't bring me down. They're not haters. They don't like troll me. Like everyone's
A loving
very,
community.
they're so loving, and
We
I'm like,
love a
wow,
loving
what I do to get
community.
y'all?
We're-
Like I have the best followers. They're so amazing. They just adapt to whatever I want to do. Like, oh, well, she's a model now. Well, she's a DJ now. Yes, we're
Go,
still
girl.
supporting
We're here
her.
for it.
So,
We
yeah.
are here for this.
Love you guys.
We're here for multifaceted queens. I love this word, multifaceted.
Yeah.
Multifaceted.
Because why should I only be one thing? Let me
don't
be
need to
like
be.
multiple.
Exactly.
Let me
Let's
live.
support people in the arts. So speaking of support, one of the videos that we have playing next to us is of your mom.
Oh, my mommy!
Oh,
When-
what a
Mom is
reaction!
famous.
She's gonna
go
love
girl.
it. Hi, auntie.
I love it.
So this is the first time she saw you perform live, right?
Yes,
Was
yeah.
it a full circle moment? How did that feel
It
to
was
you?
such a cute moment because, like, my whole family lives in Oman. And I'm the one who kind of like, I left, I came here to start my career or whatever. So they hear about everything I do. They see what I do on Instagram, like, but it's so different when you actually are there in real life and you get to experience that. Like, seeing your child like
Oh.
what? What? Like
Mama was like, wow,
she
my
was
daughter's got
you
skills.
can even see her in the video. She's like
Yeah, exactly. She's having the time of her life.
It's giving Chris
Kris
Jenner.
Jenner, right? But
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah, she's like, sweetie, you're doing amazing.
Like with her little camcorder.
That was at Fresh, like one of my favorite events to DJ at. Shout out Junior, shout out Danny Neville. Yeah, Fresh is definitely like the place that I was gonna take my mom to come see me for the first time.
Why Fresh?
Because it's just such a wholesome event. It's such a like family vibe. It's not it's
Cool,
like,
we'll be there. If there's another one, we'll be there.
I mean, it's coming soon, winter time.
Cool.
So please, you guys have to come check it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got it. You got
We'll
it.
come see you rocking it.
Yeah, you can be my
So-
second mom.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
I need this supportive energy.
I love it.
I can't, guys. I can't.
I can't.
I try.
Zaghruta, I can't do it.
Zaghruta, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I pretend. I just
I just like start yodeling. Like,
Yodeling?
Okay, so growing up, you had your parents' support, which is something that you don't see very. I mean, there's a wink, but they're supporting you now. How to have them in that place where it's convincing to them that you're doing what you want to do, you're making it work. Because obviously, moving, especially from a place like Oman, we don't see that often. We don't see many people leaving Oman and doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Walk us through that.
Well, at the beginning, obviously, when you're trying to make your way, it's always going to be hard. You're always going to get people telling you like, okay, like maybe it's time that you get a real job. Like, but I feel like ever since I was young, I really I had this kind of tunnel vision of who I'm going to be. And I can't not be that person. By any means necessary, I'm going to be her.
Amazing.
I see her. I feel her. I know what that's going to be like when I get there. But I don't know. Like, the journey is just so confusing that if you're kind of like veered off your path, you can just get lost in other people's opinions of who you should be. But I feel like my attachment to my future self is so strong that no one can like derive me from that path.
Like you
What's
can block
one
out the
piece of
noise.
advice? Sorry. What's one piece of advice that you would give to people? Because you're young, you're doing what you want to do, you're not listening to the outside
I
world.
don't listen.
Yeah, good for you, as you should, queen.
But it's tough.
Or
it's
as you
tough.
shouldn't, queen.
Yeah.
So give us a piece of advice for the listeners, for people that are listening and watching. What's one piece of advice?
A piece of advice is don't listen to what other people say. I would just say like listen to whatever makes you happy. And if that means you're gonna upset some people along the way, then so be it. Like I've upset so many people and I'm like, it's fine.
Okay, I have a deeper question.
Yeah.
What if it was your mom that was against it? Or someone really close to you, you still would take the same advice? Or you'd
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't say like go against your parents. Like I'm not that type of person, but like whatever feels right for you in that moment in
100%.
time. And sorry, I'm like hitting the mic.
It's fine.
Whatever feels right to you, like if you like I don't know, for me I just saw myself so clearly, so like no one was gonna tell me anything. And I just believed in myself. The people around me believed in me. My mother believed in me. So I feel like as long as you have this kind of supportive circle around you, no one can like take you off of that journey. But I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I'm really
Alhamdulillah.
lucky, alhamdulillah, for this circumstance that I'm in, because there are a lot of people who want to do that, who are not coming from a supportive background.
Yeah.
But me, I was. I mean, my dad wasn't always like 100%, but when he saw that I started becoming successful, he was like, okay, like let me.
I feel like
let her
exactly.
do that, you know?
Eventually, people will support you. If they
will
don't support
respect you when
yeah.
they see that you can sustain yourself, you can take care of your family. Like I am taking care of my family.
Good
I'm taking
for
care of myself.
you.
I have a cat.
Queen.
I'm
And now they're giving you the
Guys, we're
zaghruta.
all
You know, cue the zaghruta.
Did I do it right?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Get
It
it,
sounded right, but I
girl.
wouldn't know really. Okay, so before we leave you,
Yeah.
we want to play a little game with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Appropriately titled Hear Me Out.
I love
I came up with it last night.
it. Amazing.
Super proud of it. So we're going to go through a bunch of hair myths and you're going to tell us whether or not they're factual or fiction. If it's fiction, give the Buzzerini a test drive. No, again.
Why?
You didn't try hard enough.
Guys, also,
Okay.
we're so on the opposite end of the spectrum with the curly hair, with the straight
Yes.
hair.
Right?
See?
It's a nice build.
We have
up.
range.
Oh my God, look at us, girl.
Okay, so basically we're busting myths, okay?
Okay.
I'll start off with the first one. Here it says, curly hair doesn't need heat protection. Now, what is the truth?
That's a lie.
What's the
What?
truth?
Who said that?
Yeah, actually, here.
People on the internet?
Come on.
No, we do need heat protection. Everyone's hair
Everyone.
needs heat protection. Everyone. UV rays don't care if you have straight or curly hair. Like, they will penetrate
get
your
ya.
follicles. They're getting in there.
They are here for you. It doesn't matter.
Do we have a lab coat? Because I feel like a doctor right now.
We're talking chemistry. We're people in science right now. This isn't an interview anymore.
Who gave me the authority to talk like this?
You are the authority.
You are
Maza.
queen, multifaceted. What is this?
Okay, next myth. Oh, sorry.
Give it to me. I can't see. Air drying is the best way to dry curly hair.
Like, that's a very interesting one, because that's what I do.
That's a preference.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
No, it
There's no
doesn't.
one right way. There are ways. It's
There
just
are
ways.
definitely many ways. Air drying is cool if you have all the time in the world or if you have like short hair. But for people with long hair, you're not trying to walk around like with like
Yeah.
wet.
I'm guilty. I go everywhere with this
Do
wet,
you?
damp hair. I was at the mall yesterday, wet hair, but then it dries. So I'm fine.
But
AC.
curly hair takes maybe half the
Really?
day to dry if you're letting it air dry. So I personally use
fine.
I use a diffuser. And it's just like you get it done in like 30, 40 minutes. Good to go.
Cool.
So it's like a time thing.
Okay.
But air drying is fine.
She's good. We believe in her.
We believe in her.
Okay, products that are designed for straight hair are also suitable for curly hair. It's a lie!
Okay, come on.
You don't know how many shoots I've been on where they're like, oh, we'll just use the serum. Excuse me, serum on my hair. I need like 3 kilos of like cream to like actually absorb into my hair. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay, what products are we talking? What do we like? What don't we like?
We like.
I would like to know on the opposite side of the spectrum, like, because I see for curly
I
hair,
think
for curly
for
hair,
you,
I'm like, okay,
Serum would be okay for
I
you.
don't know.
But for me, like, no. You'd need like a leave-in conditioner. You'd need a gel. You'd need some sort of like oil spray just to set in all of that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's enough. That's good enough.
Okay.
Too much.
Sweet. Anissa?
Curly hair.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to.
But
This is the intrusive thought.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure this is incorrect. Curly hair should be washed daily. As a girl, that just sounds wrong. Like, that just sounds like who's washing their hair every day? I know
I
it's hot,
don't.
but try at least go 2 days without washing your hair.
No. Even 2 days is very excessive, by the way. So people with curly hair shouldn't actually wash their hair so frequently because usually people with curly hair don't have much of an oil buildup.
Okay.
So I wash my hair personally once a week.
Okay.
Once a week. So some people that's really crazy because they get a lot of oil.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for curly hair people, we're putting the oil and the cream in our hair because it's so dry. So yeah, different.
What a life.
Different
Washing your hair
strokes
once
for
a
different
week.
folk.
Come on.
Okay. So applying more products will enhance the curls further. The products aren't specified. We're talking generically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Facts.
got a yes.
Yes.
We got a yes.
We got a yes.
Yes,
Good
it's a
job.
yes.
Good job.
I think so,
team.
yeah.
For more curly hair advice, please reach out to @DG. Don't touch my hair.
But they do. People do like,
Really?
what do I do with my hair? I'm like sitting there giving them, go to this salon, ask for this stylist. I'm always
Really?
giving people advice about their hair.
We'll talk later because I need tips and tricks.
Yeah, I got you.
So before we leave you, and also thank you so much for joining us, by the way, where can people find you, reach out to you if they want to see you live? Where do they go?
Ooh, okay, well, you can find me on my Instagram at DJ Don't Touch My Hair. If you want to come see me play, I'm at Iris in Meydan every Monday. We have a hip-hop event called Location. I'm also on Virgin Radio Oman every Friday from 9 p.m. till 11 p.m. And yeah, that's where you could currently find me, And you know, at the Lovin Dubai office.
Oh.
Taking our jobs.
So pressing this buzzer in the corner.
Every time you see something you
Because
don't
of
like.
Shahir's questions with curly hair.
Answering
These
questions.
were commonly debated topics I found on the
On
interwebs.
Twitter.
On Twitter.
Was actually?
No.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It is such a pleasure. I'm so happy you came in today.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You woke
thank
me
you
up
so
very
much.
early.
I appreciate it. I
when
appreciate it.
when you told me
Yeah.
to be here, like at 8:15, I was like, oh my god, DJs don't know what 8:15 a.m. is, yeah. But thank you. It was
We
a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, that is it from us. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow. Goodbye from me.
Bye.
Are we still rolling?